really wish we were coming together in person to meet and talk about our art. And so this is the next best thing. I have Nellie Griswold Francis for the person who will be drawing for the Women's History exhibition this August. And it was an interesting project that a friend of mine came up and said, you really should do this. You love drawing portraits, you love drawing people. And so I was very, very excited when I got Nellie, because she was sort of my first pick, and she interested me the most. And there's a couple of reasons that I found her really interesting and why I was kind of really attracted to drawing her above everyone else. So I work over in Frogtown teaching kids, and I have worked over there for a number of years, and then I was teaching somewhere else before that. And Nellie advocated a lot for women and children and for education, as well as anti-lynching laws and some other things of really tremendous value in addition. And so that kind of spoke to me too, that she is this very, very big advocate for women and children and teachers in particular. And that she lived, her original house before she moved into a different portion of St. Paul was actually just literally blocks away from where I teach. And so I think that's kind of nice to do, somebody who's, has a connection to the neighborhood and probably to many of the families, children that I'm teaching right now. And so that was kind of what drew me to drawing Nellie in particular. I really love drawing portraits, and you can see some of the ones I'm working on here in the background as well. Because I feel like you can capture something in portraits about a person. So portrait, I always thought, was not just so much about getting a likeness, as much as it was about, you made a likeness of that person. Clearly you wanted them to be recognizable, but you capture something about their personality or strengths or weaknesses they have, or kind of the force that they have as a human being. And you can make decisions about a portrait that a copyist doesn't do. So a copyist is very much interested in kind of a one-to-one reproduction of the images that they see. But when you're a portrait drawer, you let some parts of the portrait go and you focus on portions of that person that really matter, or you look at the way that pose maybe directs the force of their personality. And so I really like that ability to give you more than meets the eye when you're doing a painting or a drawing of another human being. And how much that can connect you to them and the struggles that they go and the empathy that you might have for them as well. When I look at Nellie, I just see this very stubborn, very direct woman who's clearly not afraid. I thought it was pretty impressive that they lived in the neighborhood that they chose to move into, where they were redlined, and people camping out on their lawn and harassing them. And I thought, this woman has got to have some pretty big guts. And so I like having the bold stare that I included in my portrait, that this woman would stare you down and is really not afraid of anything. So I'm really pleased to be a part of this project. I really can't wait till this fall when we see everybody else's works and pieces out, and we look at this each of us in our own homes working independently, but when working independently in unison on the same project and the same thing that matters. And so in the fall, I can't wait to see how everything came together. Thank you.